Hello everyone and welcome to month 4 of our Dear Jane Sew Along. I'm going to show you what you're going to get in your kit. You're going to have one yellow piece that you will use for, I believe it's D6. So this one right here, you're going to be doing that one. That is specifically for that one. We cut up the wide back because it was such a brilliant yellow. I thought it would look really, really nice. And then you'll also get these 10 strips of fabric, and you can choose to use them however you like, or you can use them how I did. So I will show you my blocks. So starting here with D1. This is my D1. I thought it looked pretty good. This is my back. I accidentally cut one of my little blocks in half, and so I had to piece that because I was trimming them after I sewed them, and then they were stacked on top of each other, and I sliced the bottom one because I didn't know it was there. So that has a little bit of a glitch in there, but I think it's okay. And then here's this one. This one was super dark, and I really wish I would have put the orange in the center here instead of just on the outsides, because it's so dark you can't really see a whole lot of the pattern. So maybe I would have changed it up a little bit and chosen a different fabric right there, or at least alternated them so that you could see that it was all pieced in the center. But there's my back there. I did open my seams to help minimize the bulk in the center. And then here is my D3. So this one was just a simple applique block. And what I did was I just sewed strips of fabric together, the blue, and then I just cut the applique out of that. So I pieced it a little bit before I did the applique, but you could do it normal. I'm not super excited about how that turned out, but it's more interesting than just a solid. So that's what I did for that one. This one, I wanted to capture all the drips of the roses and the most aqua that I could. So I did fussy cut a little bit of that in the center, and then I put like a little fussy cut of the applique. So this block is all pieced except for these right here. These are applique corners, and so you can see the back, and that is, so those aren't part of the paper piecing. Those are just appliqued on. And then I really liked how this one turned out. It was super, super pretty. I did specifically position all of these pieces on the most yellow pieces of the fabric so that it would be as yellow as possible. So I did put the little diamonds and leaves right on the little flowers so that it would be super, super yellow. This one, I used 3 different fabrics. So I had this in my stash, and then these itty bitty teeny tiny little squares. Those were from a previous month, and I stuck those in the corners. And then also this one is from this month's kit, and I put this hexie print on the outside corners. This one, so for this block, this is not in order. Whoops, sorry. This one is D10, and this one I made an edit to. So if you downloaded the pattern before April 15th, it will have Y seams in it, which is totally doable, but obviously not preferable. So I did redo the pattern to eliminate the Y seams. So my pattern here, or my block is Y seamed, but I took them out and I updated it so there's no Y seams, because the Y seams are obviously just, they're annoying. And nobody really wants to do that. But I thought it turned out really, really fun. So it's like these, half square triangles, economy block, all set in a itty bitty little teeny tiny churn dash. So I cut this from a previous month, and then I used a solid to do the squares, because they were so tiny I didn't think that you'd be able to see a whole lot of the prints. I really liked this one. This one is, what is this? 6, 7, 8. This is 9. So I used 3 different greens here. This one's from my stash. This one's from a previous month. I even got a little cheetah face poking out in the corners. So I put those because they're so tiny. You can easily use fabrics from a previous month to add a little more diversity to your blocks. And then this one's from this month. And then this one we have, this is 11. So this is I think this is called a snow crystal one. It was really, really fun. This one you could also get super more creative and make the fabric placement a little bit different. I only chose these two. I kind of wish I would have chose a different color for this one so that it would have had 3, but I think it looks really, really cool. This one, I used the orchid palms to piece this one. So it's really, really simple, straightforward paper piecing. This one was my favorite because it was 1 block and it was super fast and easy. I used the poppy stripes and I put them all at different angles so that it kind of just showed the little square. This one, I did have to piece my centerpiece, but that's not actually part of the center pattern, so this is D6. And I did that so that I would have an entire circle, because the cut piece that I got in my kit I couldn't get the circle in the center. So I did piece mine so that I could get the giant sunshine in the center, and that's, you know, that's totally up to you. You can do that, or you can stick it off to the side. It's totally your choice. This one has the solid orange, which is in your kit, and then these are actually the polka dots from the Dripping Rose print, which came off as a pretty close match, so you can see a little bit of the flower in there. And that one's 3 pieces, super fast and easy. It was good. So this is our D row, and that is it. So now you should have, I think it's 53 blocks, which I feel is like a huge accomplishment. If you guys also have, you know, if you ever have any questions, please contact me directly. You can text me, you can email me. Facebook is not monitored closely, so please, you know, contact me directly. My phone number is 810-844-4060. It's on our website. You can always contact me that way if you have any questions. Thank you, and we'll see you next month.